Hey guys, Louis Cuevas here with MakeNorthTexasHome.com and Remax Cross Country, and today I just wanted to talk to you about doing a free consultation. Alright, so let's talk about this free consultation. Essentially what it is I find that a lot of sellers just want to know where they stand. Maybe they're a few months out or maybe they're a year or more out. They just want to know where they stand in comparison to the market. And that's what I strive to do when it comes to this consultation. Now I'll cover what all we go over in just a second, but just realize that there's no gimmicks, there's no sales pitches or pressure tactics or any of that sort of stuff. All right, so one of the things that I like to do is take a look at the property condition. And what I mean by this is we're going to take a walk through not only on the inside, but also the outside. And essentially what I'm looking for is to assess where the property stands. You know, is it in top-notch condition, or does it need some TLC, or is it really let go? There's properties that are in different conditions, and we want to know where we stand so that we can accurately determine where we stand in regards to the market. So that's really important. I also like to use my experience with buyers and inspectors when they go out to inspect the property to see what kind of things they're flagging, so I can share those with you, pass those along so that you can get those taken care of ahead of time. So property condition is really important, and that's one of the first things that we look at. All right, so number two would be upgrades and projects. These two sort of go hand in hand. Oftentimes I will hear from sellers that are interested in upgrading maybe their kitchen countertops, maybe doing a different master shower, changing out the tub, those sort of things. And really, while those things sound generally like a good idea, we turn to the market to see if that return on your investment is there. And oftentimes I'll tell people, you know, maybe it's not worth it, or even if it isn't worth it and you still want to do it, I tell people, we'll do it now. That way you get to enjoy it instead of, you know, doing it and letting someone else enjoy it and selling it right away, which is always not the best feeling. The other thing is just projects. You know, there's sometimes unfinished projects, so it's time to get those taken care of and finished up. I'll also give you a good idea what your return on investment are on those, so that, you know, you're spending your money wisely. You don't want to spend too much money somewhere where you're not going to get that return. So upgrades and projects is something else that we cover. All right, so the third thing that we go over is timing. Everyone has a different timing. Some folks are waiting for school to let out before they can put their property on the market. Others are maybe waiting for after the first of the year or when school starts back up. Everybody's timing is different. And I like to share what the market looks like in each of those categories, whether it brings early in the spring, in the middle of summer, how's the market in the fall, what about the winter. There's pros and cons to each of those times, and I like to share those with you specifically for your property and your neighborhood. All right, so number four is we look at the competition in essentially the market. And what we're doing there is we will look at what other properties in the area that may be up for sale, what they have sold for, what that looks like. But my favorite part is figuring out where that market is. And sometimes that involves going to take a look at your competition. We'll go look at listings that are in your neighborhood and see where you compare in regards to their property. Look at what they're asking and keep an eye on those to see what they actually sell for, maybe how fast they sell, what kind of interest that they generated. Those are really important things, again, to really hone in and give you an idea of where you stand. All right, number five, we will do what's called a CMA, a comparative market analysis. And what we do here is we're putting all these things together. We're looking at your property, we're looking at the condition, what upgrades it has, all the specifications of your property, along with the market. We look at comparable properties to put a report together to show you where that market is and where you stand in relationship to that market, so you can really hone in that if you were to list the property at a certain time, where a good list price would be a good range. So we'll do that CMA and kind of go over it, and that'll really hone everything in to give you an idea of where you stand. All right, so number six would be that we cover the numbers. And what I mean by this is not only do we finally come up with an idea or a range of where your property could be listed if it hits the market, but we also cover what those numbers look like. You know, what's the title company going to charge? You know, what are the commissions that you would expect to pay? What about repairs? How much should we budget for those? And we also take a look at things like your payoff and any other expenses that you may have, so that we can get those in line and come up with a bottom line, so we have a good range and idea of where you stand. So knowing your numbers is so very important. All right, so number 7 would be your next move. Once you sell your property, where are you planning on going? Are you planning on staying in the neighborhood, in the city, in other cities? Are you planning on upgrading, maybe moving up in house, or are you trying to downsize? You know, those all are important things, and we want to look at what that market looks like. We may go and look at other properties, we may go look at listings, but at the end of the day, you're doing all this work so that you could go on to your next move. And it's very important to plan ahead and know what that market looks like. Not only what those prices that they're selling for, but are they multiple offers? How much is it taking to win those bids? How fast are they moving? It's all very important. And I really feel that your next move is just as important as the one we're talking about here with your particular property. So just know we cover all the bases, and even your next move being one of them. All right, so as you can see, the consultation is a good amount of information, and we cover a wide range of topics. Not only do we cover what your current property condition looks like, what needs to be done, what upgrades are normal for the area, the projects that you may be considering, knowing your numbers, knowing what that market and the competition looks like, but also covering your next move. So it's really an all-around view of the market for your particular situation. Remember, this is tailored specifically for you. But at the end of the day, just remember, there's no gimmicks, there's no sales pitch, there's no high pressure. It's all free. Really, it's to educate you, also for you to get to know me and the information that I provide. But again, it's designed at the end of the day to give you a good idea of where you stand. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you learned a thing or two. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to give me a call. Again, thank you so much. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Make North Texas Home, or you can check out more videos on my website, which is makenorthtexashome.com. Thank you so much.